Hey folks, Twisted Christian here. Today, I just want to give you guys a quick update on ZNOG. I did discuss in their last update as far as the testing and the visas and a little bit where they are at. And I've also shared with you that this whole process, getting an official announcement from those results, could take 30 days or more. And there might be some other factors dealing with the Israeli government. Maybe they don't want announcements, maybe at certain times. Who knows how all that's going to work out, right? I don't know if there's any control over the type of announcement, because the moment they let the Israeli government know what's going on, they may say, okay, we have this. They have to let the president of Israel know, right? So that whole process, even if they have the very positive results, they're not going to release them right away. All right, so even if it takes them all 30 days all to get a report together, right? They got to put a whole entire report together. When that happens, right, that's not to say that we're going to get the results immediately. So I need you guys to be prepared. But for most importantly, I want to show you guys a little bit of history because I am expecting a news release before December the 3rd. And this is a news release that we get every 6 months from Zion Oil. All right, so we haven't received an update since November 11th. People are saying that we are about to get another update, but I'm going to show you probably more than likely what that update is. And I want you guys to pay attention to these dates and pay attention to the price action when I get to that part. Now, November 5th, that's when they had the drill on the ship and they shipped it over. It arrived on November the 12th. Right, then we had an operational update on December the 2nd, and there wasn't anything in that update as far as drilling or anything, just pictures. Right, then on December the 3rd, we got an update about their oil and gas exploration license. Now it's getting set to expire again, so I do expect that this news announcement will come, whether or not they give us an update, an operational update like they did back then. The drilling crew is working diligently to assemble the rig in time for Israeli government inspections, which are scheduled for next week. All right, now I remember during that time period, I'm like, okay, next week, we didn't hear anything by December. I was thinking, okay, well, maybe we'll hear something by December 20th. We didn't hear anything except the continually moving forward that came out on the same day from the CEO. And then we didn't hear anything again until January the 6th. We didn't hear nothing, and that's when they begin to spud the well. All right, so now I'm going to go take a look at some of the price action of Zion Oil and Gas during that time period. So on November the 4th, we saw it at a low of 43 cents. Now this is back in 2020, folks. So I'm going day by day from the announcement, right, from last year. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at some price action, right? November the 5th, we saw a news release as far as the drilling rig is en route, right? So we didn't really see any bump. It was at 48 cents. There was a low of 42 cents on the 2nd, right? And then after the 5th, that's when it began to slowly go up, right? The next update was November the 12th. So we got a rise up until December the 12th, a low of 52, a low of 54 on the day after. But then after that, we begin to see it slowly go up in the month of November all the way up to December the 1st. Right? And then that's when it began to crash. That was the highest that it got, was $1.74. But the rise in the price came out before the updated news. Right? It began to come down before that news actually came out. Right? So you guys have to look at that. But it did start to come down. After that, we got another little bump. After its high of $1.74, it starts to come down. And then we get a sharp increase on the 5th. It starts to go back up. The next piece of news was the spudding of the well. Right? And we saw a high price of $1.20, and then it began to come down after that. All right, so basically right now, folks, what I'm trying to say is that first, I'm expecting a news release about the license. And I'm not sure if we're going to get any other updates after They tell us that they got the license, but I expect the price to go up before the news update, a day or two before. I see Zion Oil going up in anticipation of their license renewal. And then I'm not really for sure if we're going to get an operational update. It might be just a general update, like we're testing and everything is moving forward, right? That could bump up the price. When that happens, you guys need to take advantage. You need to take advantage. If you have 10,000 shares, you don't have to put stop loss on all your shares. You could do 5,000 shares and do a stop loss on that. So when it does go back down, you can buy back in. That's just something to think about. So all of this remains to be seen. Folks, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just pointing out what we should be seeing, right? Or what we could be seeing over the next month as far as Zion Oil. I expect a sharp increase. I expect it to go down. They can't, I mean, for them to announce oil and they don't have any test results, and then we find out later that they end up plugging the well, that's a dangerous territory there. But I just wanted to point all that out, folks. So when it comes to Zion Oil, set your stop losses and look out for some price increase due to the news that we may receive in December. So anyways, folks, thank you for listening. God bless. And with that being said, TC out.